Hi otherworldlies, I'm back. It's Juliana Angel, your dark mass diva. Just wanted to show you guys, I cut my hair again. Here we go. Check it out. I was just looking at myself in my video going, okay, my hair is just like growing, it's out of control, it's looking scraggly and everything like that, and it's just kind of driving me crazy. I kept going like this and like, okay, it's looking too messy, it's looking too uneven, it's looking too, well, I do have it asymmetrical. I like this part to be like really long right here, but I like to kind of keep my hair short. I'm growing the bangs out and stuff like that, so it's like, okay, time to cut it again, time to give myself that little 1920s thing I like to have going on. So cut my hair again and everything like that. It's gonna look nice for the new year and stuff, so cut my hair, yay. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about when people are smothering you, otherworldlies. Yes, smothering you. So you know how I was talking before about people putting time and distance? Okay, so that was about what, like a month ago or so? Talking about people doing time and distance. Okay, this is like the opposite. Okay, I was talking about the bozos who know about your past in my last video. When you have people in your life saying weird things about you, giving them funny ideas about you, or if you talk about past abuse or, you know, like a past bad pattern you have with people, and they go, okay, yeah, I'm going to dole out more of that abuse, or I'm going to bring more of that dysfunction into your life, and yeah, I got you. I got a stronghold, I got a foothold, I know what to do to this person now because they've been down that road before. Got it. Okay, so here we go. Now, this is a whole different thing that bozos do. It could be the same bozos that do it, all right? But here's another reason you're not going to want to tell the bozos about your past, okay? These are smothering bozos. Okay, smothering bozos. These are the opposite of the bozos who put time and distance. Okay, these bozos are bad too, though. These bozos are also bozos that you don't want to tell any bozos anything that ever happened. Okay, you don't want to tell the time and distance bozos anything that ever happened. You don't want to tell the, drug addict bozos anything that ever. You don't want to tell anybody anything. You want to get all the information you can on other people, but you don't want to give them any information on you. Okay, that's where you are holding a position of power, okay? And when I say hold a position of power, it's not so you can be a manipulative MFer, okay? It's so you can protect yourself against, all these people that are just trying to get over on you, all right? You really just want to not get played. You don't want people taking advantage of you, okay? You just don't want to have a messed up life. Because there are so many people that are just trying to come along and trying to do you dirty, or just trying to get over on you, or just trying to see what they can get away with, basically. And people are like that nowadays, and let's just keep it real, they always were. I'm not saying, oh, there's no good men or women out there nowadays. I'm not trying to pull that card out, okay? I'm just saying people are jerks. I'm not saying they're any different than they were 20, 30, 40 years ago. I'm just saying there's just a dark nature in people. All right? Let's not bring it out. Let's not give them a reason. Let's not find out. Okay? Let's protect ourselves, okay? Let's use this, all right? Let's not leave ourselves vulnerable to any more nonsense. Let's not tell people things. Let's just tell them things we want them to know, okay? And not tell them things we don't want them to know. Let's not give them, let's not open the door to any problems, all right? So we're not letting them know what kind of people we used to be around, or not letting them know how naive we might be, or not giving them the advantage, okay? So we don't want them to know anything. But here's what happens when we get around the smothering people. Okay, and the smothering people will, excuse me, just cut the hair. I think I swallowed one. Okay, because that's what I get for cutting my own hair, right? But that's what the Dark Past Diva likes to do when she's at home. I cut my own hair because it grows like crazy. So anyway, what I was saying was you don't want to give these smothering bozos any information either, because they will smother you. You will call them on their behavior, like we do on my channel. We call people on their behavior, okay? We don't keep it inside. All right, we have self-esteem on my channel, and we tell people to knock their stuff off. Okay, and we don't say it's because I've been hurt before. No, we're not like that around here. We're not victims on my channel. We don't talk about how everyone's a narcissist on my channel, even though there's a bunch of narcissists out there. Okay, we know there are. So what? Okay, we don't talk about how we've been victimized. We don't talk about how everybody's bad. We just know they are. Okay, we know that you got to put up. You got to use your brain. You got to use some game. We just know it. Okay, so you don't come at people like that. You just don't tell them stuff. All right, it's okay to keep things to yourself. We don't need to be all open and let it all hang out, and that's just a bunch of 70s nonsense. All right, it's okay to keep things to yourself. You know what my Grammy used to say, and she was like the wisest woman I know. My Grammy is like my treasure. She used to say, you don't show all your cards. You don't show all your cards, okay? She's right. You don't show all your cards. So what you do is you have a winning hand and you don't show any of them, as far as I'm concerned. You just kind of keep that winning hand to yourself, okay? So these bozos are pulling all these things on you, and to me, I'm not showing any cards except the fact that I know I have the winning hand, and they know it. So they're trying to pull all these things on you, and you just tell them to knock it off. Okay, these bozos are going to try to smother you. All right, here's the thing about the bozos. It doesn't matter if they're a sociopath. It doesn't matter if they're a narcissist. It doesn't matter if they're a drug addict. It doesn't matter if what kind of loser they are, or what their mental damage is, or if they have whatever is wrong with them. It really does not matter. It just matters that they're a bozo and they're doing something wrong. The thing is, they're smothering you because they know they don't belong with you. All right. Now, the smothering is what they're doing is something called love bombing. Now, narcissists do that. Sociopaths do that. Bozos do that because they know they don't belong with you, and they know that you're going to get rid of them. Okay, and they don't want you to get rid of them. Okay, they're also overly aggressive. Some people have a chemical imbalance, and they're also reacting because of hormones. Okay, their hormone level is going up. They're sexually aroused around you, right? Because they can't believe they're in your presence. You are way too fine for them. They can't believe they're around you. They're hyper. They also don't have very good social skills. We're talking about bozos here. We're talking about people that have like more than one screw loose, okay? We're talking about people that are social freaking rejects, okay? And you are so fine, and they're hanging around you. These bozos and bozettes don't know how to act. And some people don't have any home training. They're losers, and you're going to have to put them in their place. When you do, they're not going to like it. And trust me, people have been trying to put them in their place their whole life. Okay? But they don't want you to know that. All right? They're going to act like this is the first time anyone's ever told them no. Okay, people have been telling them no their whole life because they're losers. But they want to push whatever agenda and narrative and everything on you. So they're going to pull out the stops, okay, when you're telling them no, not to do whatever psycho thing they're doing. Okay, here's one thing they're going to do. Keep in mind, okay, you're very attractive to them. That's why they're not leaving you alone, right? So one thing that these bozos do, the smothering bozos do, all right? They are going to stare at you all the time, all right? keep in mind, this is very psycho behavior for them to always be staring at you. You're going to be trying to watch the TV with the bozos, and they're going to always be staring at you. Now, here's the thing. You're probably really attractive, so you're used to people staring at you all the time. Or you're probably like a really fly dresser, so you're used to people staring at you all the time. Everywhere you go, people look at you like, dang, like, she dresses good, or he dresses good, or like, look at that outfit. And people are probably coming up and saying, where'd you get that? Or, wow, your hair is bad. Or like, wow, look at you. Or people are always coming up to you, paying you compliments about how cool you look, or how fine you are, or coming up to you. So you're used to people staring at you all the time, right? Okay, this bozo's like constantly staring at you. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to get sick of it, okay? Now, you're going to have to tell that bozo to stop staring at you. Okay, they're staring at you because they can't believe you're with them, or that you're dating them, or that you're letting them come to your house, or that you're at their house, or that you're just around them, that you're tolerating them, period. They're going to be staring at you all the time. Okay, they need to stop staring at you because it's creepy, all right? So you're going to tell the bozo, stop staring at me, because every time you get up and walk across the room, they're going, and watching every little thing that you do. That's not okay that they're doing that to you. Okay, that's really creepy behavior. Nobody should have to feel that self-conscious and be like stared at by somebody like all the time. That is like really antisocial behavior. And you're like, antisocial? Yeah, because it's creepy. It's not normal behavior for somebody to just constantly be staring at you and making you uncomfortable. Okay. I've had to tell people to stop staring at me before. I don't like it. I don't think it's flattering. It's bad behavior on somebody else's part when you actually have to tell somebody to stop staring at you. I've had to tell store clerks, give me my change and stop staring at me. I don't think this is funny. It's not, okay? So they're being bozos, okay? Stop trying to force me to flirt with you. Knock it off. Okay, so you're around this bozo, they will not stop staring, okay? It's not cute. So they're going, but it's just because I think you're so fine, or you're so pretty, or blah, blah. It's just because you've never been with someone who treated you so well and gave you all these compliments. No, your behavior is not okay. Your behavior is weird. You need to stop staring at me. You need to call them on your behavior and tell them it's not okay. All right. Say, I know how attractive I am. There's other ways that you can give me a compliment, or you can appreciate the way I look without making me uncomfortable. You need to let them know they're making you uncomfortable and that that's not okay, that they're staring at you. Here's another thing. You're on the phone. You should be able to be on the phone and go in the other room and take a phone call without them following you in the other room. Okay, if you're on the phone, they shouldn't ask you who you're talking to. They shouldn't try to join the conversation if you're on the phone. They shouldn't ask you why you said that to somebody, who that was, if that was your other boyfriend or girlfriend, or Trip, why did you say that to your mom, to your sister, to your dad, to someone from church? They shouldn't follow you in the other room if you leave the room to take the call. They shouldn't ask you why you left the room. You shouldn't have to tell them why you left the room, because it's actually rude to take a call in front of somebody. But if you need, if you go, excuse me, and you leave the room to take the call, they should not follow you. They should not ask to talk to somebody that's on the phone. You should go, excuse me, I'm going to go take this call. And you should get up and leave the room and they shouldn't try to listen at the door. They should not be fascinated with you on the phone. And then they should not, if you were on the phone, they shouldn't talk about the conversation you just had. They should not listen about you talking on the phone. If you're texting, they shouldn't read over your shoulder. They shouldn't care who you're texting. They shouldn't worry if you're cheating on them. They shouldn't go, who are you texting? Okay, because if you're texting someone in front of them, you're not doing anything wrong, right? Right? Okay, so if you were trying to hide it, you wouldn't text the person back in front of them, correct? Okay, you would say, excuse me, I need to go text my mom or something, and just like leave the room and text. They shouldn't be questioning you about that at all. Okay. If somebody starts bugging you about you texting somebody, about you accusing you of cheating or whatever, you need to get rid of that person. Okay, you're not doing anything wrong. You should have the privacy to be able to text somebody. Okay. If that person is in your physical proximity, if you're in your house and you're trying to cross the room and they block you from walking to your bathroom, if you have to be in your own house and keep telling them, get out of my space, get out of my way, I'm trying to get to my bathroom, get out of my way, I'm trying to get to my room, move, get out of my way. If you're having to tell this person to get out of your physical space because you're trying to walk past, that person is preventing you because you're trying to walk across the room and they keep blocking you. Okay, they're preventing you from physically moving around. You're getting up to move and you're hitting your head on their head because you're getting up to get something from the fridge. Okay, you're actually like hurting yourself because they're physically in your way. Okay, that's reckless endangerment. If they're cutting off your oxygen because they're physically in your way all the time. If you feel like that person is just physically in your space too much, we all have what I liked about the pandemic is everybody had to give me 6 feet. 6 feet of room. I wanted everybody. That didn't mean they gave me 6 feet, but I liked the fact that they had to. If someone I'm like, give me 6 feet. Like, get out of my way. Because bozos are always trying to get in my purse. I'm like, get 6 feet away from me, man. I wasn't even that scared of COVID, but I'm just like, get 6 feet away from me, man. I just tell people to get out of my way because I don't like people in my way. I don't like people blocking me at all. That is my whole, because I just had too many bozos like in my space all the time. That person, when you're walking up and you're having to tell the person that you're dating or something, they're in their house, get out of my way, I'm trying to get to my bathroom. Get out of my way, I'm trying to get to my kitchen. Get out of my way, I'm trying to get my TV remote. Move. If you're having to tell the person that's, the bozo in your life to get out of your freaking way, they're smothering you. Tell them to move. Okay? They're doing something wrong. Okay? They're physically smothering you. They should know to just move out of your way. It's a sign of disrespect what they're doing to you. Okay? And don't take it like it's because they like you. They're doing something disrespectful. I know it looks like they're just so in love with you and they're so enamored with you. It's a form of love bombing, but it's a form of control. They're trying to control you by physically getting in your space all the time. If you're having to tell them to get out of your way, if you're having to say back off, back off, back off, get out of my way, and defend yourself, telling them to move, and they're trying to say, oh, it's because I like you so much, and why are you being mean, and stuff like that, you need to get that person out of your life. They have a problem. Okay? And I know there's this whole thing of everyone has their own definition of personal space. Okay, that person is, I'm not saying this is a Me Too thing, but there's a mental Me Too going on. You need to take this a little bit more seriously. Okay, there's something going on up here. They're doing something that's inappropriate to you. Okay, so you can take that any way you want it, but they're trying to control you. They're not getting out of your way. Okay. Now, if they're coming up and poking you or tickling you or doing something that's annoying you, that's not okay either. You don't like it. Okay. If they're kind of playing around, rough playing with you and joking and, just doing stuff like that, and you don't like it, that's not okay. They're touching you in a way that you don't like. Even if it's just irritating. It's not okay. Whether you're a guest in their house or you're at your house, or or you're just outside playing around, or they're just walking around, or they're just bugging you outside. It's really not okay. So you need to get that person out of your life. there's a reason you're irritated. That's your inner sense telling you it's not okay to be around this person. There's something wrong with them. This could escalate into something bigger. So this is something you really need to take seriously. There's something imbalanced about this person. It could escalate into them putting hands on you in a major way. Okay, this person wants to control you. That's why you're having to tell them to back off and stuff like that. Okay, there's something wrong there. So this is called smothering. Okay, this person has control issues. All right, so keep this in mind. It's smothering, and this is a dangerous kind of bozo. Okay, so that's all I have to say about this, and I will see you in the next content. And keep these smothering bozos away. They need to get out of your space. Okay, and take it seriously. You're getting irritated for a reason. Okay, smothering is a control issue thing. All right, even though it's something that escalates into something else. It's something that escalates into higher, more severe forms of controlling behavior. So start recognizing it when it starts out as those things. Okay. So this is Juliana Angel, your Dark Mask Diva. I love you all, and I will see you in the next content. Good night.